it's Craftin' Just Because with Chris Cowan. I'm just getting set up here, so give me a few minutes, or not even a few minutes. I hope everybody's having a great day. So sorry about yesterday, you guys. We have had internet issues all week, and I actually just had AT&T leave here just now, and we're good to go. So that's good news. But I was all prepared and ready to do my live yesterday, and then boom, I couldn't. So anyways, I'm glad I'm here now. But we are going to be playing with the Butterfly Brilliance suite of product that is available right now. And it's this great stamp set that's really large. You could cut them apart. I've seen where people have done that. And then I pre-stamped or pre-die cut this out. So if I wanted to do different colors on my butterflies. But let me show you guys all the dies that it comes with. I mean, it is so amazing. You guys are going to die. Okay. So it has the die cut that cuts out all of the butterflies all at one time. And then it has all the outline. Let me show you guys all the outline butterflies. Okay. Then it has little ones and then some background pieces, which does the brick. This embosses. Then it makes some little dirt specks. It's an incredible, incredible set. And the paper is just gorgeous, which I'll be showing you that on some of the cards. But before we get started, because I was so prepared and wanted to do my live yesterday and wasn't able to, and before we jump into our project, I wanted to show you guys something really cool. So this is what we're making today. We're going to make a box that holds all of the cards. But I wanted to show you something cool with the cards. So I put 6 in each packet with envelopes. But what I did is instead of recreating all of these different cards, I took one of my tutorial bundles that I'm part of. It's called the Simple Sweet Stampers Tutorial Bundle. And I took designs from each of my lovely designers and just changed the cards up. So I wanted to show you guys each of the cards and show you how different they look making each of the cards. So I love to do that because people sometimes go, well, I don't have that set, so I can't make that card. That's not necessarily true. So I want to show you here. So here is Joe Blackman's card that she made using the poinsettia place, or that suite of product. This is the card that I made. Let me find it. That's the card that I made. And all I did was I die cut out the butterflies out of the paper. But then for all of these cards, I took the mini messages, and that also has a die cut that cuts out all the messages at once. And I did it on this butterfly designer paper and cut them all out so they'd match my cards and projects. So that's that card. Okay. Now we're going to move on to Melissa Kerman's. Here's the card that I created using her design. See how different they look? I mean, it's truly amazing, you guys. So if you order product from me, I say if you order an order of $25 or more, you get this tutorial bundle for free. And I'm just showing you different ways you can use these because this is just awesome. There was no thinking to this. Like I said, I did all the sentiments at one time, and then I sat down and cut my designer series paper or cardstock to the dimensions that it tells me here and put it together with the instructions. Okay, this is Debbie Deshane's card, and here's the card I came up with for that one. I mean, truly amazing. This one is Leah's, and this one I did a tiny bit different. What I did is I took, oh, hold on, that might not be the card. I want to make sure I'm on the right card. That is the card. Okay. Instead of having them pop up like this, I took and did the opposite reaction on my card and changed it to that. And then added a sentiment. So completely different, but I used her dimensions. Then we have Patty Dolan's. And this is what I came up with for Patty's. And I added a circle. She doesn't have that, but I thought my image needed to be a little bit larger, and so that's what I did. Okay. Then we're moving here on to Sandra Hernandez, and this is the card that I made using Sandra's idea. Okay. This was my card that I created. And here's the card that I came up with for this time. Here's Katina Martinez's card, and this is the card that I came up with using that design. I mean, totally different looking cards, but I didn't have to do anything because all the work was done for me. So that's what's awesome about having a tutorial. Then this one is Vicky Parsons, and this was my take on Vicky's. This one I didn't make one of that because I wanted them to fit in the card box, but I have an idea I'm doing for this one, so hold tightly on that one. Then this is Anne Marie's, and this was the sample that I made with Anne Marie's. And I wanted to show you guys one other thing really quick. And that was, originally I was going to go totally rogue and not use the colors of the designer series paper. And so for this card, I also made this card using these colors. And I believe it was Debbie Deschaines, yeah. And there's another one using that same design. So totally different cards, and I love that about that. So I wanted to show you guys that really quick. So it holds, I take it back, I put 4 in each with all the envelopes to match. So I stamped the butterfly on all the envelopes. So we're gonna make this fun little card box, and this is super fun and easy to make. If you guys are leaving comments, I am not seeing them for some reason. I don't know why. So I might have to go back and answer any questions if somebody has questions. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. What you're going to need is a paper trimmer so that we can cut and score. I'm going to put my cards aside for a minute. And what I am using is basic gray cardstock, and it is cut at 8 inches by 10 7/8 of an inch. Let's make sure that's correct. So 8 inches, yep, by 10 7/8, correct. And then I also have a Coastal Cabana piece here that is cut at 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So that's the size of a card base. And I ran it through the Dainty Diamonds embossing folder. And then I also have 2 sheets of the designer series paper, the Butterfly Bijou. And one is cut at 1 3/4 by 2 1/2. And the other one is cut at 3 1/2 by 2. And then I have a butterfly and a sentiment from the mini messages. Okay. Now, don't worry about writing all that stuff down, because when I share this post, it'll have my blog information that will have all the dimensions and directions written out for you. So on the 8-inch side, we want to score it at a 1/2 inch. So I'm going to score it at a 1/2 inch. And then 1 1/8 of an inch. Just like that. Okay, then on the 10 7/8 inch side, we want to score it at 5/8 of an inch. and at 5 1/8. And we want to do this on each end. So then I'm going to turn it around and I'm going to do 5/8 of an inch again. Oh, and I forgot to do the other one on each end, so we'll have to go back and do that. And then 5 1/8. So that's what's nice about this project is the dimensions are the same on both sides. So let's do this again. It needs to be a 1/2 inch and then 1 1/8. Okay. So now we're done with our paper trimmer. Now we want to take our paper snips, and I just got my paper snips in the mail yesterday because I needed a new pair. My other ones, I don't know what happened to them. They got all messed up. Anyway, we're going to burnish our score lines first. Whoops. Okay. Then we're going to take our paper snips, and this is how you're going to want to cut it. And I also included a diagram of how to do this on my blog page. Okay, so we want to tab this side. So I'm going to cut off, or I'm going to cut this at an angle. And then I'm going to cut off the bottom 2 squares on the score line. Okay. Now I want to cut off these 2 rectangles on the top and the bottom to the middle section. Okay. Same at the top. Okay, now we're going to cut just the top part of that little square off. But I'm going to cut all the way in because we want that to be a tab. So we're going to do that on both the top and the bottom, and I'm going to wedge it. Just so it folds in nice, okay? I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Cut up the 2. Take the top one off. And then wedge. And then we're going to do the same thing on this square. Super simple, right? Couldn't get any simpler than this. And you'll have a card box that you can put all your beautiful butterfly cards in. Okay, now what we're going to do is we are going to bring in our corner rounder, and I'm going to cheat and use my Creative Memories one because I like that one, and I have it right here at my desk. And you're going to round the corners of the big, sorry about that, you guys. Okay. So now all that's corner rounded. Now I can get rid of all of my scraps here. Okay, so how this is going to work is this is going to fold up like this. So the top, the front is my piece with the flaps that are going to open and shut it. So that's the piece that we're going to want to decorate. So I'm going to go ahead and glue down my embossed Dainty Diamonds Coastal Cabana paper. And I'm actually going to use that side. So I'm going to center that on down to the center. Okay. And then I'm going to take my 2 pieces of designer series paper. And this is a trick that I use to cheat. I'm using the tailored tag punch. And I put it in, and that's what I use to banner my ends. And the reason I do that is I can't cut those to save my life. I always have them off. So this way it ensures that I got it nice and straight. See, and I didn't go all the way up. I need to go a little bit up on this one. And then I just trim it like that. Quick and easy idea, right? And then you're going to layer these 2 together, and I put it down about 1.5 inches, but I'm going to layer those like this. And then they should layer nice and straight too. And then I'm going to go ahead and glue that down about at 1.5 inches in the middle. And then I need some dimensionals. Sorry, you guys, I have to get my dimensionals out because I ran out of ones and I didn't put any new ones up there. There we go. Oh, these are minis. That'll work. That'll work. I think I need to refill my stash. Okay. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to put dimensionals on my sentiment. And put my sentiment right here. And then I'm going to kind of fold in with my finger right at the body of the butterfly. And I'm going to add some dimensionals right there in the center body. Just like that. Added him just like that. Okay, now we want to take our Winka Stella and I'm gonna put some glitter on his wings or her wings. I love Winka Stella and I love me some glitter. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna add adhesive to this tab. And then I'm going to glue the bottom shut just because I don't want anything to fall out of it. So I am going to glue the bottom shut and then you're done with your glue. Now, if you didn't want to do that, you don't have to. Okay. Then I'm going to fold my ends and like I said, I'm going to glue this. So I'm going to go ahead and put glue on the tab because that's the bottom. I'm going to stick that in there. And then I'm going to take my ruler and I like to just make sure it's stuck down nice and good. So I'm going to just run that across there. Okay. And then we're going to add our second set of cards in my envelopes. Looks like I have more envelopes than cards here. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, This one's going to have 5 instead of the 4. 1, 3, 4, 5. Maybe I forgot to put the envelopes in that one. So I'm going to add my envelopes and my cards. This one sometimes gets stuck on the little tab that I glued. Okay. And then fold that up and you've got a card box or a gift for somebody. Now we're not done. We're going to add a little bit of ribbon. Okay, come on. Why are you sticking? There we go. Okay, so now we want to, I'm using some of the polka dot Whisper White ribbon. And I'm just going to tie a bow right in the front. This is some of my favorite ribbon. I have a feeling it's going to be discontinued. I love, love, love this ribbon. One, because you can color it any color. And 2, I just love polka dots. Okay, so there's your finished project, my friends. Here's the sample that we had. And yeah, I love how it turned out. It was a super simple and easy project. And I'm sorry I had to do it tonight instead of last night. But I'm glad if you joined me, or if not, you can watch the replay. So until next time, you guys, I will see you guys later. I hope you have a great and safe weekend. And yeah, stay tuned. Oh, there's where the cards go, the envelopes go. Crazy me. Glad I checked that. That would have been embarrassing. Give somebody a box without the envelopes. So until then, you guys, next week, I will see you guys later. Have a great night. Bye-bye.